Welcome to Manitoba Bushcrafting and Reviews. This is Alex, and today we got a package in. I have been waiting for this for a while. What should have taken it 5 to 7 days to get here ended up taking 20 days. That's how backed up the mail is. So at this point in time, I wouldn't really recommend ordering anything through the company that I purchased this from, because unless you live close by, because it's going to take a while. Okay, so let's dig into here. As you guys know, last year and the year before that, I was looking for an assault pack, and I ended up buying the Mystery Ranch Urban Assault, which I just did a video on, a final review on, and it was all right, I guess, but it's not really an EDC pack, and I want Molly on my pack so I can attach stuff like pouches. So we're just gonna dig in here, and that's what this is. This is an assault pack, not a mil spec assault pack, but it's an EDC assault pack that, or it's an EDC bag that looks like an assault pack. Okay, so I'm just cutting the tape right now. So what we have here is Mystery Ranch's 2-day assault pack. Not to be confused with their 3-day assault pack, which is up to military specifications and it's under their military line. But this is a smaller look-alike kind of the 3-day assault pack, designed for civilians, and it's got a lot of features on it. I'm going to look it over and see if there's any defects, but that's the pack sitting in plastic. So see you in a second, guys. And guys, I looked it over for defects, and I noticed something that concerns me right off the hop, and that is this right here. I know it doesn't look like much, but in the old Mystery Ranch packs, they had a really coarse, rugged mesh that didn't feel like it was gonna rip or anything. But as you can see, that's already starting to like make a little hole there. And it's really soft. It's a soft mesh on the back panel and the shoulder straps. It's really soft, and if it gets hooked on anything, that's gonna scratch and rip and tear and mess up your back panel. So I'm gonna give this pack the benefit of the doubt right now. Monitor that little spot there, and yeah, I'll definitely get back to you on that. But I thought I'd show you that before I go over any of the features and do my preview of it. I will do my preview right now. I am in town, so I'm not going to do the actual preview of it right now, but when I get home we will continue this video. The rest of the back panel looks fine. It's not as padded as I thought it would be. It really isn't. And yeah, just this back panel mesh, it looks like it could fray really easy, and it feels like it could fray really easy, but time will tell. Anyhow, otherwise the build quality does look pretty decent. I've went over all the stitching. Just look at the stitching on this Molly here. It's pretty decent. I ain't going nowhere at all. Anyhow, we will continue this when I get home. Okay, we are back at home now, and we're going to take a in-depth look at this pack. So this is the Mystery Ranch 2-day assault. It is a smaller civilian imitation by Mystery Ranch of the Mystery Ranch 3-day assault, and yeah, it's for civilian use. I like that they brought the tabs back for opposing force when you're unzipping and zipping up your pack. It features 2 compression straps on the front, dual water bottle pockets, stretch elastic, and this is 500D on the pocket too. Drainage holes for draining, and there's another one under here, another drainage hole. As you can see, it does have that assault pack look to it with all the Molly. This pack is made of a 500D Cordura, so it's really durable. all the zippers are smooth. I tested the zippers out. They're all smooth. No snags. Like even just with one hand, I can open that up. It has Velcro on the top for morale patches. Molly on the bottom, so you can use the Mystery Ranch Stick It or any other beaver tail that you want to put on this. You can use that. And that is the outside of the pack. At the top, we have a small pocket with softer lining for your phone or anything else that you don't really want to get scratched. And that's a pretty decent little pocket. And then we got the Mystery Ranch big pocket, which I could fit both my hands in these. Just in case you're wondering, this is a 27-liter pack. Yeah, so it's a little bit bigger than the Urban Assault, which is 21 liters over there. It features the same pull tabs as I mentioned before on all zippers, which I'm really pleased with. It has a grab handle, just basic 1-inch nylon webbing, but does the trick. Features load lifters. Don't know if they're going to help any because it's really hard to get a 45-degree angle when the harness is this close to the top. And let's go inside the pack. Going into the inside, you can use it as a top loader, as you can with all of Mystery Ranch's 3 zip designs. It has a slightly padded laptop sleeve and a slightly padded tablet sleeve. And on the inside, it has these mesh pockets, which are a lot bigger than on the Urban Assault. You could fit a lot more in there. They come down to there, so they're pretty big. And going even further inside the box. So with the pack filleted open like this, you have 2 sleeves to stick hydration bladders in, or water bottles, or whatever you want to really. And like I said, these are the mesh pockets, which are a lot bigger than on the Urban Assault 21. Let's see if I can get a look-see. So those are the mesh pockets on the 2-day Assault, and these are the mesh pockets on the Mystery Ranch Urban Assault. Now, last year I was looking for an assault pack. I looked at the ASAP. It was way out of my price range. Then I looked at the Urban Assault, and I ended up going with that. But over the last year of testing, I realized I do want more capacity, and I do want expandability through Molly or Pals webbing, whatever you want to call it. So that's why I chose to go with this pack this time around and just check it out and see what it's all about. It looks like it's got a lot of volume. I will be able to stuff it full. Now going on to the harness system. As I mentioned in the very beginning of the video, I am not initially a fan of this new mesh on the back. If we take a look at the Urban Assault, the mesh on that's just water right there, so ignore that. But the mesh on this is like really nicely weaved. It doesn't feel like it's fraying anywhere. It's nice and strong feeling. This is soft, really soft. And yeah, just like take a look at that right there, and that's out of the box. So I'm wondering how long this back panel is actually, sorry, out of focus, how long it's going to actually stand up. The differences between this one, this is a fixed harness. This has the Futura harness on it, which can be adjusted up or down depending on your torso, and it comes in 2 sizes. The first size is small medium, which is 15 to 21 inch torso length. That's how much you can move it. And then I got the extra large, or the large extra large, and that's 17 to 24 inches torso length that it adjusts to. So, and then this one's not even adjustable at all. And for larger people, that pack doesn't fit right. We got the sternum strap here, and they added a little piece of webbing to it to pull that bungee so you can hook on hydration. And there is, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a ridge there, and that sits in the small of your back, and I tested it out. It feels really comfortable. Then they added a removable waist belt. Sorry, removable waist belt, which is really, really cheap in my opinion. So there's a few cons with this pack, and that is, one, this new mesh material. I'm not a fan of that, and that's for durability reasons in the future. I'm not a fan of this waist belt because it is really cheap. It's like an afterthought. They must have like thrown it on last second, like, hey, people are going to be wondering why the 2-day assault doesn't have a waist belt, but the 3-day assault does. And yeah, so they just threw a strap on and some buckles, and I hear this comes undone very easy, so we'll test that out. I was initially here, I forgot one other feature, and that is there is an access point to get your laptop or your water bladder in and out. Now, on their videos on YouTube, they say that you can hang a hydration bladder in the pack. But on mine, this must have slipped through the quality control. It didn't include a toggle to flip over and actually fix your water bladder there. Number two, once again, an afterthought. They, instead of making its own dedicated little hole for a hydration tube, they probably at some point in time when they were doing prototypes, they were like, oh, well, they can just undo the laptop zipper and run the hose out there. I don't like corner cutting, especially with a high-end pack company. I get it, you're just now, in the last few years, moving into civilian backpacks, everyday carry, stuff like that. Before, they used to make their packs really rugged because they knew they were going to be used by soldiers. And the build quality on this pack is pretty decent. But little things like that, forgetting the toggle, having you have to run your hose through the laptop zipper, which is probably going to unzip while you're walking around, the waist belt, and then the back panel. These things, it's a disappointment for the price point on this pack. This is just a preview, of course. My opinions might change once I use it more, and we'll see about that. And of course, I'll give you guys updates as we go. It does have some cool features, and it is bigger, and yeah, it's their 3-zip design. So this is the new pack, guys. If you like it, tell me what you like about it. If you're concerned about any of the things I'm concerned about, hopefully this makes a difference on your decision to purchase this or not. But wait for my final review to make a decision, because like I said, my opinion could change as I use it more. I really like the Molly on both sides on the bottom, whereas on the Urban Assault, it's just one line, which is useless. So you could use a beaver tail with this. And yeah, I'm going to be putting pouches on. The last thing I have to complain about with this pack here. Last thing I have to complain about this pack is this right here. Fit and finish on this pack is so-so. This looks sloppy. How hard is it to include a little Velcro strap keeper, roll those up so they're not dangling around? I would be embarrassed to advertise this because it looks sloppy. I get that there's not much strap to roll up, but still, this is an EDC pack. It's not from their military line, so people like their things to look nice and tidy. They don't want to be walking around with straps hanging all over the place. That would have been just such an easy little fix, and they didn't do it. The top ones have these little strap retainer things here that hold it to the pack, so it's not such a big deal with those. It's just this bottom one. It looks sloppy, and I will roll those. And then it's the same on every pack I review. Look at that strap. That's a lot of strap. Include a Velcro strap keeper. They're 65 cents. Like, really? Anyhow, guys, that's my preview on the pack. I know there's a lot of complaints right off the hop, but they're going for roughly $272, and that's shipped. So you gotta expect the quality with the money. Like, if the quality doesn't match the money, then it's not worth it. But once again, I'm going to try and stay neutral for at least a couple months with this pack and just see how it does. But these are my initial thoughts and stuff on the pack. So I think I'm going to like it. If it wasn't, the back panel is my biggest concern. Everything else can be fixed. And the lack of the toggle on for hydration support, that's just, I don't know, somebody forgot to sew one on, I guess. Anyhow, it is what it is. If you like the video, click like. If you want to share this video, share it. And definitely subscribe for upcoming reviews on new gear, old gear, and this pack right here. Okay, see you guys.